Good morning, viewers, and shalom, everyone. This is Patrick Enoch, and through this channel, we'll be discussing topics of interest for everyone. And to begin us off today, we are going to discuss the topic of Christianity. What is Christianity? That is the question that we want to address today. Christianity is an issue that has been misunderstood by many people. Those who are outside of Christianity, and even those who are within Christianity, we have never really come to a consensus or an agreement. What is Christianity? We may not even need to come to a consensus or an agreement, but we should be able to understand clearly what it means when someone claims to be a Christian. We'd want to start by refuting some notions about Christianity. The most common one that is held by many people is that Christianity is a religion, just like any other religion. For example, Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism, Judaism, and any other religion that is out there that has following. When we talk about religion, mostly we are dealing with the efforts of man trying to do his best to seek out for God or for God's favor, for that matter. Some religions have multiple gods. Every god for every other issue. Even for the religions that subscribe to monotheism, that is to one God, Christianity, as many people think, Judaism, and Islam. For Islam and Judaism, they don't emphasize a personal relationship with God. For Christianity, why it's different from other religions? Because clearly Christianity in itself is not a religion, and we are going to see that as we continue with this discussion. Why it is different, for example, from the other religions, is that most of the other religions, they believe in multiple gods. That is polytheism. And even for Islam and Judaism, which are monotheistic, the difference between them and Christianity is that they all emphasize efforts of man trying to please God, trying to reach out unto God without seeking for a personal relationship. But on the other hand, on the contrary, Christianity emphasizes about God reaching out to man to seek a relationship with him. And that is the way of God. So Christianity essentially is not a religion. It is the way of God reaching out unto man. Well, religion is the way of man trying to reach out unto God. Even for many people who are within Christianity, and all those who profess that they are Christians, there are still many people who do not understand what is Christianity. And many people equate Christianity with denominations. There are many denominations within Christianity. And the denominations, these are man-made organizations where men have to organize themselves together so that they may worship God together, or they may seek a way to God together. And therefore, every denomination think they are more superior than the others. because maybe of their infrastructure, maybe because of their number, maybe because of the rituals and ceremonies they conduct. And everyone assumes that they have a better way of reaching to God. But I want to state here plainly that Christianity has nothing to do with denominations. God did not create any denomination. There is no original denomination. There is no better denomination. All the denominations that are there, be it Roman Catholicism, Orthodox, all the Coptic denominations, all the Protestant denominations, evangelicals, Protestants, charismatics, even the Neo-Protestant movement, African Christianity, whatever there is, all the denominations, there is no specific denomination that can claim that they are the ones that have the truth and know the way, because God does not deal with the denominations. God deals with the individuals. Christianity is a very personal issue because God reaches out to a person through his son, Jesus Christ. And God is seeking for a relationship with an individual, not an organization, not a denomination. Denominations are not recognized in heaven. They are not recognized by God. There is nowhere where there is a register in heaven for denominations. But we see there is a register for individuals. The Bible talks about the book of life. And the book of life records names of individuals, not names of organizations or denominations, because God deals with persons in a very personal way. And therefore, Christianity is not about denominations. It is about you. You must be able to understand that Jesus Christ came to seek for those who are lost. He came so that those who are lost may find life and not perish, may find the way to God. And the way to God is Jesus Christ. So Christianity is about Jesus Christ coming down to us so that he may be of help to us, so that he may guide us and show us how to get to God the Father. And therefore, my listeners and my viewers today, I would want you to understand also that Christianity is not the issue of rituals and ceremonies, because many people think that as long as I do certain rituals, I follow certain ceremonies and regulations, then that is the way of Christianity. Not at all. God did not institute any rituals that we should follow. Even all the common ones that we really esteem as Christians, they have no value in the eyes of God. There's only one thing that God values, and that is that personal, continuous relationship with an individual. That is all what God cares about. That is what Christianity was supposed to be, to introduce somebody to Jesus Christ, to have a relationship with Jesus Christ, regardless of all the outward form that we try to propagate as people. Christianity is an inward, it's inward. It is a matter of the heart. Your heart given to God, surrendered to him under the lordship of Jesus Christ. that he may rule and govern your life, and that he may direct and lead you to God the Father. Therefore, this day, I want you to understand that the many rituals that we esteem, whether they be the 7 sacraments of the Roman Catholicism, the sacraments of the Orthodox Church and the Coptic churches, even of the Protestant movement, the rituals like the right attire, for preachers and even for the lay people, as they are so called, the right attire for clergy. It has become a common thing for everyone, and people think that to be a Christian minister, there is a way that you should dress. And once you dress that way, then it qualifies you to be a Christian leader. That is not what it's supposed to be. Some people think that because they were laid hands on, they were baptized, they partake of the Holy Communion, that these things makes them Christians. That cannot make you a Christian. That is not what God is interested in. Even today, among the Pentecostal movement, there are many symbols that people have come up with to represent spiritual issues. Things like water, oil, and salt, and many other things. And many people assume that you need these physical things for you to become a good Christian, or to be able to be a victorious Christian, or to be able to have a better relationship with God, or for God to minister to you, he must use these physical issues. That is not the case. For God is spirit, and those that worship him must worship him in truth and spirit. And therefore, everyone must understand that if you claim to be a Christian, you must desist from following anything that is man-made, anything that is outward, anything that involves the effort of man trying to reach out unto God. You must understand there is a matter of your heart connecting to God through Jesus Christ and following him. That is how to become a Christian, because it is by faith. Faith in what? Not faith in a religion, not faith in a denomination, not faith in a ritual, whether it be baptism or Holy Communion, the two that they are normally held as the ordinances of the Christian faith. It is not about all that. It is about a person. And this person is Jesus Christ, who came out to seek for us, for a relationship, one individual at a time. You connect with him. Once you connect with him, then from there, you are able to relate with others who relate with Jesus Christ. And in that way, we form a body of believers. And that body of believers is the church. And therefore, my viewers, my listeners, today, I recommend to you that you seek for a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. Don't believe in your denomination, thinking that God recognizes your denomination. Whether it is Catholicism, Protestantism, whether it is evangelical, whether it is Pentecostal, whatever it is, that is not what is Christianity. That is not what God looks for. God is looking for you as an individual. And he has brought the way by which you can access him. And that way is Jesus Christ. And therefore, being a Christian And it's good to understand maybe where the terminology came from. From the very beginning, once Jesus left and went back to the Father, the people that were following him, they were normally referred to as the people of the way, because they would usually say that Jesus is the way to the Father. And that is exactly what he had said in the book of John 14, that I am the way, the truth, and the life. And therefore his followers were usually referred to as the people of the way. And that's even how they referred themselves to. And they kept on talking about Jesus Christ everywhere. And as they talked about Jesus Christ, some people in a certain town called Antioch, a certain city called Antioch, they saw them, and as they described who Jesus Christ was, the people saw that they did and behaved the same way as Jesus Christ. And therefore, they were called in Antioch for the very first time. And therefore, being a Christian is having the nature of Jesus Christ, behaving like Jesus Christ, thinking like Jesus Christ, doing like Jesus Christ, walking like Jesus Christ. That is what a Christian is. A Christian is not just a Christian by name, because some people think that once you just say you are Christian, then you can go and live the way you want to live. That is not Christianity. If you are a Christian, no, Christianity is all about Jesus Christ, following him, doing the things that he desires, pleasing him, and living for him. And he is the one who gives you the grace, the enabling power to live as he has commanded. Therefore, as we conclude today, this is what we have discussed, that Christianity is not a religion like the other religions. Christianity is not a denomination. Christianity is not about rituals and ceremonies. Christianity is not just having a name. Christianity is believing in Jesus Christ, having a personal relationship, following him as he leads you by his grace and by his power. Thank you, everyone. Shalom, and God bless you.